This episode of the Blank Channel is sponsored by KCT and Associates, located in Dublin, Warner Robins, and Eastman, Georgia. Also, Lessons Lounge, located at 1111 Telfair Street in Dublin, Georgia.
Hey, what's happening, man? This your boy DJ Big Kev, the People's DJ. This is my first interview with my personal partner, Rip, aka Blank TV. You are now tuned into the Blank Channel. Let's get it.
Yo, it's your boy, Blank, man, ripping. Welcome to the first installment of the Blank Channel, man. I got my homeboy, my player partner in this thing, man. DJ Big Kev, the People's DJ, man. What it do, fam?
What's up, man? What going on, Rip?
Man, cooling, man. Trying to kick off this new thing, man. And basically, man, I started this channel, man, because I wanted to get the history of the people who I fuck with and respect, who I've been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. And, you know, by me being from D.C., basically from 99 before, I don't have any history of. And basically, I'm trying to see how the city was before I moved down a bit and the progression of the city now. So basically, we're going to get into your history, man, of where you come from, how you came to be, and things of that nature, man. So, shit, you ready? Shit, we're going to get into it.
All right, well, you know, I always claim my hometown, which is Wrightsville, Georgia. But I'm from Dublin too. I mean, I've been living in Dublin pretty much all my life. The funny thing is, though, here's the story, though, that nobody knows why it's like I'm kind of like from Wrightsville and Dublin kind of at the same time because, you know, I was born in Dublin, Fairview or whatnot, but raised a little bit in Wrightsville till about Head Start. And also shout out to Miss Mallory. I went to her Head Start. Rest in peace to her. But I went to, so we moved to Dublin. Mm-hmm. And when I started going to school in Dublin and whatnot. But over time, we had to move to Wrightsville sometime. Sometimes stay with my auntie, move with my auntie for a little while. So I'm going to school in Dublin, but I'm staying in Wrightsville, though. So I'm still mingling with the kids in the neighborhood or whatnot with my cousins and stuff. But I'm going to school in Wrightsville, so I still got my Dublin friends, got my Wrightsville friends.
Right.
So that's kind of how, like, it just kind of, and it stayed that way for a while too. You know, Mom, you know, we got stabilized. We didn't have to do all that moving back and forth. So I'm from, like I said, I'm from Wrightsville, from Dublin. You know what I'm saying? Pops is from Sandersville, Harris is Sandersville area. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm from.
So what was the vibe of, you know what I'm saying, the hoop? Well, for people who don't know, we call Wrightsville the hoop. But anyway, what was the vibe of the hoop in Dublin back then, you know what I'm saying, when you were growing up? Like, what was the landscape?
Shoot, man, it was two different towns, like, like in Wrightsville, pretty much wherever you stayed at, you know what I'm saying, kind of where you, of course, that's where you hung out at, played at or whatnot. So a lot of trailer parks. So you pretty much, you know, you had trailer parks. You walk around the trailer parks or whatnot, go to each friend house or whatnot. But see, when you in Dublin, it's like, when you in Dublin, when I was coming up, you really didn't really go to the, like, if you stayed in Scottsville, which was the north side, you really didn't go to the north. You really didn't go to the south side like that. Not really. Yeah. You'll go, but like, not really. You know what I'm saying? If you from Scottsville, you don't really go to the Ville like that. Not really. Yeah. Unless you to the Boys and Girls Club and nigga, you going home. Okay. You ain't hanging out.
Okay, got
just Dublin was just a little different. Now I'm a kid, so it's just normal.
Yeah.
They tell you like, nah, you don't go over there. They just tell you that, like, you don't go over there. But I mean, it wasn't no pressure because we went to school with kids from South Side, you know, West, whatever. But like, it just, you know, it was a street thing back then. Even some of the OGs, and I got OGs, they'll tell you, you know, it wasn't like, you know, Compton, you know, like that. But, you know, you just kind of didn't, you know, they tell you as a kid, nah, you don't go over there. You know, you ain't from there, you don't go over there.
Hey,
like
that makes sense.
Right. So, but that was kind of like, but other than that, man, it was, you know, fun memories on both sides. I mean, I had fun with my cousins and stuff when when we had to stay down there. And when I was in Dublin, you know, I had friends, so growing up. I mean, I had a great childhood. I mean, I had a great time. You know what I'm saying?
That was up. That was up. So how it was like? Did they have the parking shit going on there too? Because when I first moved down here, my introduction to Southside, I was like, what the fuck? Because in DC, if you get a lot of niggas together, you already know what's gonna go down. And around that time, it was a murder capital and shit, this, that, and the third. But when I came here and I just seen everybody outside, like I say, the street filled up, full of people. Like, has it always been like that down here?
It was like that back in the day. I mean, you didn't fear, what we fear now. And funny thing is, if you're watching this interview and you ever remember going to the park and there was this little church on the corner right before you go into the park, there's a little church on the corner, and my pastor, he was like, all right, since they want to do the park, we'll have church. So I was the guy on the drums. When they was having the park going on, it was me. It was us. That was the little church back in them days. But I mean, so that's how safe you felt.
Yeah.
The church was confident enough to go out and be like, all right, we're going to sing some music. They riding by, or we're going to preach and sing some music. So you didn't really feel shootouts and stuff like that going on. Back then, if you had a gun, it was kind of like a secret. You ain't nobody really knew you had a gun.
Facts. Not
Not
real
really,
about that now.
And if you did have one, you was like, you was not to be played with. Like he got a gun. Like that was but now, guns are just everywhere.
Yeah, that shit normal today.
Yeah, it's normal now, which it shouldn't be
like
that
a
way.
pair of shoes.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way, but yeah. So
facts. And I heard your brother you was a drummer in church, so you were just raised up in church per se, not
raised up in church. Yeah, all that. Sunday school, Bible study, revival, tent revival, every revival you can think of. Everything. Prayer meeting, all that, on my knees, going to sleep in the chair, all that.
So how you take it like it to the drums?
Been doing it since I was been doing it. Been beating on crayon boxes and pots and pans and glasses.
Hey.
Been beating on it since I was a kid.
Hey.
So drumming, playing drums, just always been a part of it.
Yeah, that was my thing, man. I always wanted to be a drummer, man. I was promised a drum set in the second grade, but I ended up acting an ass, man. I'm getting my ass told up. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm just going to be a rapper, man. Because in D.C., we got go-go, and that shit heavily drums, you know what I'm saying? Like, all drums, you feel me? So I feel where you're coming from on the drum shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Basically, me and you, we met in high school, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So how was that like, you know what I'm saying? Our first introduction when we linked up, you know what I'm saying, and met whatever.
Well, it was crazy because of course, you met this guy, got his accent, you know what I'm saying? Cool, though, you know what I'm saying? Cool, he ain't aggressive, cool. We got this accent. And so with me loving music, then I find out you rap.
Yeah.
And that's when me and you was like, what? Oh, man, I'm going to tell a secret that you probably remember. You might not even remember it.
What?
We used to trade raps in school. You remember that? You remember that? You used to give me your notebook, and I used to give you my notebook, and we used to read them, and we'll trade them back out when we passed in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I used to try to rap. I ain't no rapper. I try to rap. I ain't no rapper, dog. I used to try to rap though, but nobody knows that though. No, like I forgot all about that.
But
I found out you rap though. I was like, okay, I rock with this dude.
Yeah. Let me tell you a story about that, man. Like you said, the notebook and shit, right? I used to leave the notebook in class and shit, right? Because, I'm new to the school or whatever, nigga shy or whatever. So, that's my way of getting people to interact with me or whatever. Happened to leave that joint, and I forgot who was teaching science. But anyway, I left my notebook in their class. Somebody turned my notebook into Mr. Waldrop. Nigga suspended me the last day of school. Mind you, I'd never been suspended a day in my life. DC, honor roll student, all that shit. Coming out here to Georgia. He said my notebook was displaying terroristic threats. Mind you, I was listening to a lot of Eminem at the time, so I could see where he probably was coming from, because the nigga was on some shit then. But shit, what was some of your music influence? Like, who you were fucking with, you know what I'm saying? Like, in school and probably today now?
Well, it's crazy because I kind of, we grew up to the So-So Devs, Kilo Ali's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was that, R&B, TLC, Tony Braxton, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Silk. But then when you come to rap though, for me now, rap they've been rapping.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up in the church, so I really wasn't on rap like that. Crazy as it sounds, I really wasn't on rap like that.
Yeah, about like me.
But I know rap and I know rap music and I knew lyrics, but it wasn't until I got older, where I could really like relate or either understand, comprehend what they saying.
Fact.
And it's gonna be crazy as it sounds. You're gonna be like, hey, that was your first artist? Like, well, yeah, that was the first time I actually was like, okay, hip hop really got introduced to me. Was T.I. I'm Serious.
Okay. I thought you about to say Vanilla Ice.
As a teenager, I was able to understand and digest that album.
Yeah, fact.
And once I did that, I mean, I just was in love with it. And then I started Tupac dead now. So then I went back and started listening to Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell in love with Tupac, even though he was dead and his music had already, did his thing or whatnot. Those were the two artists I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? So I just started exploring other people. Some of my favorite artists is, DMX. Back in them days, DMX used to be one of my favorite artists. I mean, anything, No Limit. They got a battle this weekend.
I was just about to touch on that. I'm glad you brought that up. So before we move even further, let's stay right there real quick. Who you fucking with? And we talking about old No Limit and old Cash Money. We ain't talking about Young Money and them.
If we was playing that game that be playing on Nori, what's the name?
Drink Champs.
Drink Champs.
Yeah.
I have to take a shot. Not picking the side. I ain't picking the side. I grew up.
Hey, that's fair. I grew up,
bro. This is when Peppermint used to be in the mall.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
My brother or my cousin, they going because Master P dropping an album every week. They going to get whatever he don't. It don't matter if it don't even matter if it's garbage. They going to get it.
That.
This really the No Limit era. This ain't really the Cash Money era. This No Limit era really like. They're going to get everything. They're going to get everything Master P dropping. It don't care who it is. They're going to get it.
Facts.
But anyway,
yeah. So shit. What like I say, we touched on your music influence, but what made you want to be a DJ? Like when did that bug bit you? Like man, I want to try a shot at this.
It chose me actually.
Okay, elaborate on it.
I was never thought about being a DJ. Like that wasn't nothing I wanted to do. I wanted to be a drummer. I was going to be playing for Kirk Franklin and Fred Hammond and Hezekiah. That was my dream. Like, yeah, I'm gonna, but so I started DJing, playing music at the skating rink. Mr. Larry Johnson used to rent the skating rink out on Sundays, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
And just play music. You know what I'm saying? They had a 5-disc CD changer, so I load my disc up. I remember which ones I put in.
Yeah.
And see, back then, this sounds so foreign now. You could put a CD in and go to, I know number 8, number 12, number 2. We used to remember that. We used to remember like number 3, number 4, number 5 on that album, on that CD right there. You might even remember the name of the album, but you know the number of the song that you like.
Yeah.
So I knew what CDs I put in there. I could remember what album I had in there, what else. I would play music like that. Plus, I sold CDs at school. Shouts out to my partner, Pee Wee. Pee Wee used to sell CDs at school.
Yeah.
But he stopped. He stopped doing it. This shit. I started selling CDs. So I had all the music. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Just off the strength of selling CDs, I had to make sure I had every CD, even if I ain't listened to it. So that kind of put me like, I got all the music. So transition from being a DJ was pretty easy. But I just playing music. I didn't consider it DJing.
Fact.
And when I did it then, I played some music, made me a few dollars. All right, whatever. And then let me see. After that, I'm trying to remember what happened because there was so many little. Yeah. That's why I say DJing for me just kept coming up. Like
right.
It just kept coming back in my life. So I ended up with David Gable. That's where it started.
Yeah, shout out David Gable.
Yeah, Grandmaster D.
Yes, sir.
I ended up meeting him. I was dating one of his nieces at the time. And I ended up meeting him, and he was like, you want to play some music? Yeah. Once again, I ain't no DJ.
Right.
Just playing some music. So, pretty good at it, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I'm into music. I know what we want to hear. I know what's hot. I'm young or whatever. So,
Yeah.
pretty good at it or whatever. I don't even have a DJ name. Like, I'm just DJing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even got a DJ name. And I remember I was like, all right, I need to come up with a name. I mean, I done a bunch of it was a teen club at the time.
Yeah.
I was done a bunch of little parties. I was like, I need a DJ name. And I never forget my friend, my sister, Shamika Gable, which is David Gable's daughter.
Uh-huh.
And we was up there trying to think of names. I came up with some stupid ass name.
Man, what was some of the names, man?
I can't even remember that shit. I just remember they were like dumb. Nothing I wouldn't even think about to this day. And she was like, no, just say Big Kev here. I said, all right. You know what I'm saying? That's how the name came about, DJ Big Kev. She was like, just say Big Kev. All right. That's what the name. I don't even know if she remember that, but we was at Kings and Queens. And Illusions, Maciez now.
Yeah, changed so many
Kings,
names.
It was Kings and Queens back then, and that's how that name came about. It just didn't make it hard, didn't make it complicated. So that ended.
Mm-hmm.
Then I began to I met the DJ of the year. I met his pops, DJ Quest, Bobby Foster.
Right.
I met him. And I ain't gonna say met. Been knowing him all my life, actually. Hold on, let me take that back. He wanted me. He found out I DJ and asked me that I want to start DJing with him. I've been knowing Quest all my life, so started doing that for a while with him. You know, now I'm Big Kev. You know, but I'm still with DJ Quest though.
Yeah,
you know, I'm his DJ.
Yeah, shout out Quest.
Yeah, shout out to Quest. Mr. I call him Mr. Do It All, Jack of all trades. I'm Mr. Do everything.
Yeah.
Do everything. But I met him. I mean, we started DJing together for a while.
Yeah.
And that ended. And so now I kind of got a little name a little bit. People, you know, want me to do shows, but I ain't got no equipment. So
yeah, I was just about to ask you about that.
Yeah, so I'm using when I do get something, I'm using David equipment every now and then. But one particular night, David had a show. He had something to do.
Yeah.
And I had to rely on another guy that he knew. We both knew. And man, we was at One World. I'll never forget, we was at One World. And back then, wasn't really no social media, so I had them put posters out all week.
Yeah.
You know, people came. People was coming. I wasn't finna pack it out. But
yeah.
People was coming, and I had no equipment. He did not show up.
Dang.
He did not show up. And that's when I said, I'm getting my own shit. And I got my own shit. I bought some speakers from shout out DJ Skill.
Yeah.
Everybody y'all gonna talk about, y'all know these folks, but shout out DJ Skill. I bought 4 bottles from him. Some bitches slide. He told me up front. He said they'll slide across the floor, but they sound good. They show slide. They'll be beat. They beat their ass right on in the middle of the floor. But yeah, man, he didn't show up, and I said that won't happen again because I had people coming. Like, I had people coming. Like it was like for a young DJ, I was excited. Like, damn, people actually showed up. Like, they Damn, they actually coming out. And I didn't have no equipment. I said, boy, that won't happen again. So that's where kind of was born.
While you're tapping into the Blank Channel, make sure you check out these 2 Black-owned businesses.
Yeah, so explain to these people, 'cause I just heard you talk about posters and stuff. So explaining to people back then, like say the work of putting up posters and shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, I used to help Too Short out, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, putting up posters and shit. So explain to some people about that, you know what I'm saying, the process of that. Because we got social media now, so we get your flyer, post it, and it's that.
Well, you know, I mean, if you had a job, that's like you got to pick a day. Like, all right, Wednesday, I'm putting out posters. I'm going to get the posters. You can have Office Max to make them, or you make them at home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was hard work. You went to different counties. You know what I'm saying? You went in the trench, and you in the trenches putting them up too.
Fact. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But we didn't live in a town or in an area where you felt unsafe.
Yeah.
For putting a flyer up. But when you think about it now, like, damn, what kind of dangerous? Would you do that now? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would, but I didn't feel unsafe. But yeah, you got to go. And the bigger your name is, the more you got to go around. So you got to go to several counties. You got to go to several counties.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
put them flyers out. That took work, discipline, and dedication. That's why any DJ in that area, you made it. Why you made it? Because you put in the work. You had to put in the work. You You couldn't get on Facebook and just say, you got to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no pictures and all that.
Yeah.
You didn't care what you looked like. A lot of my friends and family didn't even know who Big Kev was. Didn't know who he was. They said that. I remember one of my best friends. Shout out to JJ.
Yeah.
You know JJ.
Yeah. Shout out JJ.
We was talking one day. He probably don't even remember this story. We were talking one day. He said, yeah. He said, oh. I said, yeah, I got to show something. I don't know. I don't even know how. I just remember the moment. I remember the moment saying, damn, he don't even know it's me. And I kind of got a little name. I ain't big name. I make a little buzz, make a little waves out here. He said, oh, you a Big Kev. I said, damn. So then, like my cousins, they didn't even know who that was.
Right.
It was like a secret life or something. I don't know. I wasn't hiding it, but it was like nobody knew who it was. But yeah. So.
Man, so break down to the people the club scene back then. Know what I'm saying? You got your legendary clubs like Miller's. You know what I'm saying? When it was Kings and Queens, One World, JJ's. You know what I'm saying? Let these folks know what I'm saying, how the climate was back then.
Referring back to the flyers, like you just had the date, the club, how much it costs, what time, and the DJ. That's it. It didn't have thousands of people on the flyer just to bring people. Like that was like when you go to Hop-In, back in the day, that Hop-In had a board. Everybody, Hop-In had a board up there. When you go up there. This is just an example. You're going to see President Shaw, Dawson, Christmas night, maybe the date will be on there. What he charging might be on there.
Yeah.
Might have a host. Might. And 9 times out of 10, they done paid for the club. Back then, if you was a host, it's your party pretty much for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much the climate. Like you didn't need all that. People just went out. People just came out. People just came out. I mean, if the DJ was good and you had to have a good sound system back then, you couldn't.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You couldn't. Hey, I don't care how good of a DJ you were, boy. If you ain't B, we out.
That was that thing that niggas love, that bass.
Yeah, we going to the next spot where you gotta have it. So if the DJ was good, he had a good sound system. I mean, you had to be good and have a good. You can have a good sound system and still not be good. They ain't coming.
Yeah.
But if you're good and you got a good sound system, they coming. I mean, that was pretty much it. Like people just came out. I ain't had no business being in a Dawson. I was too young. I had no business being in Miller. Not when in their prime year.
Yeah, fact.
I was in
too.
there though. Yeah.
And that bit too.
Having a great time.
Cause it made me think about that post I seen. Something about being in the club at 16 or 17. I forgot who posted was, but that made me think about that shit.
I went on the post and said, "Where you from?" Well, listen.
I was in that bit young.
Even some people who've partied with me, I know they had no business in there. No, they had no business in there. You know what I'm saying? They know who they is. Like, well, we was in there with Kev. You know what I'm saying? I'm young, but they young.
Yeah. So shit, what's some of the the pros and cons of, you know what I'm saying, being a DJ? Like, what's some of the shit that you had to learn the easy way and the hard way, and what's the things you most enjoy about it?
Man, I ain't gonna try to make this one too long, but like, keeping it real, I love this shit, bro.
Yes, sir.
So when you love it, you take the good and the bad.
Hell yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot of things in this business. I want to give a shout out to L Daddy, man. One time for
Oh yeah,
Dodge
man.
County.
Shout out to the Blank father, man. You know what I'm saying?
I want to give a shout out to L Daddy, man, because L Daddy told me something I carry with me to this day. And I'm a grown man, but he told me this. I'm a grown man at this time, but he was like, man, he said, Kev, you got to have thick skin in this business.
Fact.
That's all he said. I ain't even really know what he meant. Thick skin, you mean you talking about? I mean, I knew what that kind of meant. You got to be a little tougher, but like, that's all he said. You know, I mean, he said more after that.
Yeah.
He was like, you got to have thick skin in this business. And so I learned, that's one of the, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I learned, you know what I'm saying? So I just take the good with the bad with it, you know? People got their opinions. Sometimes it's hard to get people to come in or vibe with you or whatnot. I mean, hey man, it's all a part of your job.
Facts.
You know?
So what I want to say? Oh yeah, what was the night that you had that you were like, oh yeah, this is it? Like a night that the club was packed and it was off your name alone. When you were like, yeah, this is it. Like just had that feeling.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Like my favorite event or the first time I ever experienced like, yeah, I'm like
well,
that.
really I want both, but yeah, I'm really like that. Yeah. Like that I'm him moment.
It was when, I mean, I was already doing my thing at this time, but it was when like, now me and Short and me and DJ GA, musically we ain't always got along. Now we cool now, yeah, we OG, you know, we cool now, but we ain't always, you know, being cool.
Yeah.
But it went to the point where we want to fight each other.
Nah.
It's just competition, you know what I'm saying? They trying to do their thing, I'm trying to do mine.
For sure.
I beat him out I beat him out. I beat him out. I beat Short one night and I beat him one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I beat him out one night. And then another moment where they had an artist at One World.
Yeah.
And I was doing a party with some guys at Kings and Queens.
Yeah.
And the song was hot. It was like one of the hottest songs in the club.
Yeah.
They came over with Kev and the guys that was doing it. I tell you, Butt Tussle. You know what I'm saying? Butt Tussle and Blue and I forgot a lot of all back in the day, all them guys, man. Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
We was in Southside. I mean, we was in Southside, Kings and Queens.
Yeah.
They was at One World. I knew them guys at One World. I was young, so I wasn't trying to shut them down. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to do that, but it happened.
Right.
You know, there ain't too many DJs that can be like, boy, it was an artist in town. And they came over to what a DJ was.
Hey, that was
I mean, it's when Short can say that. Short did it once. Plies was in town.
Yeah.
It was Short. I mean, Plies was straight, but
yeah,
a lot of motherfuckers with Short too.
Yeah.
When Plies got through performing, they went with Short was.
Yeah.
So I ain't the only one that can say that, but there ain't too many DJs that can be like, nigga, I went up against an artist that's got a hot record in the club. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty good moment.
Fact. So when did the landscape change for DJ? Because remember, early in our conversation, you were talking about CDs and stuff. And I remember, like I say, messing with Short and a lot of DJs in their beginning stages, everybody had a stack of CDs. So when did the shift change? When it went from CDs to basically like laptops and drives and stuff?
I am part of the CDJ area, where that's when you use CDJs.
Uh-huh.
That's what the That's what they were called, CDJs.
Okay, gotcha.
And you had to buy 2 of them and get a mix. But anyway, I don't remember when it happened, but like it was a process though, because you had to download all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Let me take that all back. So, I'm DJing, but I got an OG. He DJing. He a big name DJ, and it's DJ Too Quick. He's from Wilkinson County, but by the way of Swainsboro.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way of Millersville. Excuse me.
Okay.
By the way of Millersville, but he from Wilco, and he was already on this.
Yeah.
So, keeping it real, man, OG gave me, he started me, gave me the booster kit.
Yeah.
I didn't have everything. It was gonna take me forever to rip everything from the CD onto my laptop, onto a
oh yeah.
You know, back then it took a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
But he was already on it and doing it and had done it, keeping it real. Like he gave a nigga that boost that he needed. You know what I'm saying? Started me up, and all I had to do was just update and maintain. So the transition was fun. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying, going through the CDs, and then you ain't got to worry about the CDs skipping and shit.
Yeah. Boy, I've been a club plenty of times. That shit happen.
You looking on the back of that motherfucker, ooh, a little rough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, because I remember I was DJing, you be at Kings and Queens, the stage vibrates so much shit.
Yeah.
The CD is perfect, but nigga, we beating down. So you know what I'm saying? The CD skipping. You know, but the crowd out, you know, they might fuck with you a little bit about it, but you know, you can't do that too much.
Nah.
Yeah, but it was a great transition. And I don't knock DJs who don't mix and blend and shit, because technology. Like, why that's not a skill that you no longer have to. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't knock nobody because of the new technology, because I didn't come in on vinyl.
Yeah.
Some people who DJ with vinyl probably say, yeah, he using CDs. Well, shit. You want me to do by that?
Right. Yeah, man, I seen y'all at the 478 Awards, man. Tell me about that. How was that experience?
First time ever going, been nominated twice or 3 times. I'm not sure. But anyway, been nominated twice for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So never really think about going, because we never win. You know what I'm saying? I always a making DJ, so we don't ever go. But this year, J-Man was like, you want to go? I said, yeah, well, I will. I wasn't planning on going. I said, well, we'll go. And so we went up there, and you know what, I'm gonna say this. Like, I know that a lot of people say a lot of negative things about it. I just want to say I had a great time. I don't know. I mean, because some things have been better, yeah, but like it wasn't bad to some people. People complain about what they had on. Okay, well, that's what they wanted to wear. It wasn't a fucking dress code. I mean, you know, that you had to dress a certain way. I mean, people just go formal because that's what you do. But, you know, anyway, my experience was brand new. Like, I was just like, man, okay, all right. You just seeing people. I just like being around black excellence.
Facts.
It looked like everybody had something going on. Some kind of motion. Are they trying to do something?
Yeah.
Being around that motivates you, and you can feel it. Like you can feel people just genuinely supporting each other. People who really there to network. Like, I met a guy. He said he trying to bring something to Dublin. He ain't hit me up yet, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring some type of bingo or something to Dublin, and you want to mess with me and J-Man on it or whatever. But
okay,
it was great just to be around the atmosphere. And man, to top it off, man, J-Man won. Like,
yes, sir. Shout out to J-Man.
We all was like, you know, we're going to go just kick it. You know, they tell us we should come. Cool, we just going to, you know, go and have a good time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody was watching that live. If you seen that live, we were just like, bro, the fuck, did they just call your name?
That was
and we lost it. Like, I just want to tell everybody, boy, that shit was like the Source Awards when Outkast won, boy. The room was quiet as hell because Dublin, nigga. Ain't nobody checking for Dublin. You feel me?
Right.
And no, it ain't. But I promise you, it ain't but about maybe 10 people from Dublin. Maybe, cause we seen a few people later on in the night.
Yeah.
I forgot my guy's name. God dang it. He got the clothing line. Sonny G, right?
Yeah.
He was there. He came in, you know what I'm saying? Congratulate J Man, and we spoke. But like anyway, it wasn't but like 10 people from like our way there.
Right.
So the shit was just quiet as hell. I said, damn, boy, this shit felt like Outcast at the Source Awards. Like,
The
damn.
dude got something to say.
Yeah, the dog got something to say, man. So, but anyway, so to win it, and like I said, I felt like we all won because I always feel like the WDJs or the DJs from this area. I feel like we, sometimes we may get overlooked. You feel me? Like, we, you know what I'm saying? But like, we really move numbers though. We really move units.
Really do,
you know what I'm saying?
Really do.
People really come to the club to see us though, for real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like to see us.
I am a witness of that.
Yeah. So like, I always felt like we were overlooked, and like to win it, and it was just, and then I actually rock with this guy. Like this is my partner for real. So, I mean, we won. We won. He won. We won. Like all them years that I felt. Had they been doing it in 2012, 2014, come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Landslide.
And I felt the same way because, like I say, I started my shit like 2015 and had me a good run, maybe probably 2018. Then of course COVID and all that shit.
So you had major motion with the music.
Cause like I say, I was doing the music, like I say, pulling up in everybody's hood, doing music video, like basically every category they down there had, nigga was doing something in it. And like I say, COVID happened, personal lifestyle lifing.
Right.
But now we back at it. There ain't no complaints over here. You know what I'm saying? As long as we here to live to see another day, shit, we gonna get it.
That right.
So shit, that's what's up though. So man, let's talk about this juice, man. I see your juice, man. Grab that joint, hold it up for us.
Yes, sir.
Quick,
Yes, sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, shake him up good, huh?
Yeah, how you get into that, man? What's up, man?
So keeping it real, two things. I was stuck at this weight. I was like, God damn, I ain't moving, right?
Right.
And another thing is, my son loved to drink. He loved juice. My son loved juice.
Hey, man, I'm the same way. I love fucking juice.
And through my education about what we're putting into our bodies, I realized, like, damn, man, my son drink a lot of juice. And that shit ain't good for him, bro.
Right.
And I knew we grew up drinking it. And we came out, we okay. You know what I'm saying? We'll be fine. But it's just the fact that when you know better, you do better. It's just the fact that I know it's not good for us.
Fact.
So I started wanting the juice, not only for him, but for myself as well. Because I want to do something else to help me. I want to lose some more, in my weight loss.
Right.
And so I began to see the effects of juicing. I began to just like juice fast for about 3 days out the week. The weekend I kind of eat a little bit, eat what I want to eat. But from Monday to Wednesday or Thursday, I'm pretty much juice fasting, 3 juices a day or 2 juices a day. Pretty much not eating anything. If I do eat something, maybe a little salad or something. But anyway, I started seeing the effects it was having on me, on my body, but most importantly on my mind.
Hey, that what's up.
My mind began to be clearer. Things began to be clearer, and I started thinking clearer. From when I was fasting, so you know what I'm saying? Really keeping it real, this right here controls this. We think this control this. Your gut, your stomach. But your stomach control this. So whatever you eat, it goes up here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever you eat controls what you thinking. So I began to just see what it's doing for me. So I just start posting videos, not trying to sell them, not at all. Like, I'm just like, I want to spread light. You know what I'm saying? I want to show people like, hey, you can get healthy like this. You know what I'm saying? Herbs, fruits, and vegetables. You can get healthy. You can heal yourself. Our bodies have the ability to heal themselves. But we must give it the right nutrients, the right minerals, the right tools. I like to call them tools.
Yeah.
In order, you must get that in order for it to work. Cancer is the last line of defense. Tumors ain't nothing but the body putting it in the body putting it somewhere. Hey, you need to get rid of this. Putting that waste somewhere.
Yeah.
But before you get all that, man, just start putting fruits and vegetables and herbs in your body. Eat what you eat, but add some fruits and vegetables to it. I don't care if you eat it or juice it.
Facts.
So people just begin, I buy them. I'm like, here's the recipe. Like, I ain't trying to sell them. Like, here you go. I ain't trying to sell them. Like, you know. But as I continue to drink the juices and see that it's working, and I'm posting it like, hey, what it say helps with digestion, and it worked, bro. Like,
facts.
I'm in the bathroom like every day, man, god damn, I just went. But it's crazy how you have so much stuff built up in your colon.
Oh yeah.
And you don't even realize from years though. Years of stuff built up in you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, using the bathroom. I'm like, dang, this stuff work. And I'm using stuff from the grocery. I ain't doing nothing special. Bottle juicer, $60 juicer.
Yeah.
$60 juicer. You know what I'm saying? So I began to do research on about starting the business and what I want to call it and this, that, and the third. And to this day, I've sold some juices every week since I started.
That what's up, man. Congrats.
I've sold the juice every week since I started. So it's like, people believe in what I'm doing. It actually works. People are actually getting healed, you know what I'm saying, or working out whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I had one lady, she did a serious detox. She lost 12 pounds in like 5 days.
Oh, man.
And she didn't eat bread or meat, no sugars, but she did the work, though.
Facts.
12 pounds in a week is major, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's major. But yeah, that's how that came about, man, and something I believe in, something I believe that we, in a little while, we all finna have to, like, really tighten down on what we eat.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, you already know, man, your birthday bash is coming up soon, man. What's the plans for it? What you got for us, man?
I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know now, it will not be a club vibe. I ain't feeling that. And it's going to be 25 and up, 30 and up type vibe. Like,
okay, yes, sir.
I know I'm lit, you know what I'm saying? I know I can DJ for the young folk, whatnot, but like, I want to party with people my age, the music that I grew up listening to, or the music that I like now.
Yeah.
So, man, I got something planned, man.
Yes,
I got something planned. And I'm going to see how y'all like it, man.
Yeah. All right, man. We almost to the end of the interview, and I got this segment called Blank It All Out. And basically, the part of this segment, man, is whatever on your mind, whatever you want to get off, whether it's positive, whether you want to tell a motherfucker off, I don't care what it is. This your time to shine, man. So let it all out, man. Blank it all out, I meant to say. So let's get it.
I'm going to just say something real quick, man. Just look within. Whatever you looking for, all the answers that you want, just look within yourself. Don't look nowhere else. Not up, not down, not left or right. Look right here. Ask yourself the serious questions, the hard questions. Let's ask yourself. And the answer's going to come to you. That's it.
Yes, sir. So before we get out, man, you got any shout outs, man, you want to give before we get up out of here?
Man, I just want to shout out, man, my kids. Amir and Amari, love you, boo. Love you, baby. My big guy. Shout out my mama, my niece, my family. That's it, man. Just everybody who fuck with me, who rock with me. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. And also, I want to give a shout out to Lessons Lounge for letting us use their spot, man. So anytime you in the dub, nightlife, you know what I'm saying, you want to get out, have a good time, y'all put up the Lessons Lounge, man. They're official sponsor of the Blank Channel, so y'all make sure y'all show some love, man.
Yes, sir.
And we out like that, man. Till next time.
Appreciate that, Brody.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes, sir.
I got something I want you to hear, bro.
Big.